Hello.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hey guys, so hello, welcome
Hi.
to another episode of We Just Wanna Holiday End of 2020 Christmas episode. How y'all been?
Yo.
Good.
What? How is it end of 2020?
Right? Oh,
This year
Thank
went by
God.
really, really fast. But I'm kind of
Yeah.
glad it's end of 2020 because this year was such a roller coaster ride.
no, for sure. Even like writing on a
For real.
calendar, just putting 20, because you know how we're so used to putting like 14, 17, 18, and then but this
19.
whole year we have to put 20, 20.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I only have to write
Yeah.
21 and 2, another number for the rest of the coming years.
True. So how y'all been in terms of life?
Happy to report that I am now in San Diego, all settled in, enjoying myself. Basically been cooking a lot more. But yeah, I
Hey.
haven't been doing a lot of exploring. Yeah. Haven't been doing a lot of exploring in terms of like outside the house just yet because COVID's really, really bad recently, and I think it's the same for the Bay Area as well as SoCal. So life update there, and then I'm not going home for the holidays. Sad.
I know.
Yeah.
The last time you saw your parents, basically when you moved?
Yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago. It's not a big deal, but I know that they miss Thunder. They don't necessarily miss me, but they
Oh,
miss
wow.
Thunder.
I think everyone misses Thunder at this point right now. When you showed him a while ago, I was like, oh, Thunder. Even though I'm allergic to cats, I was like, oh, Thunder. Oh, hi, Lyana.
Thanks, Donna. But yeah, that's my update.
How does it feel? How does it feel to not live with your parents now? Because you've lived with your parents for a really long time.
Yeah, this is gonna be your first holiday, like alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of sad about it. Like I don't know. It just hit me yesterday, which is a Sunday, and it was like, a lazy Sunday. And I've been working from home, so it's not like I've seen anyone else except for my housemate. It's just me and her in the house, and she's an essential worker, so she's outside of the house a lot of the time, and I'm the only one home. But also it gets lonely just because I'm used to noise. I'm used to like having people. But yeah, maybe the New Year's will bring in new tidings in terms of meeting new people. I don't know. There's a vaccine coming out and all that stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, that's how it feels. And I hate doing dishes, because I cook so much now. God, I swear to God, it's so much dishes.
At least you're only cooking for yourself.
Yeah.
So you only really need to worry about your own dishes, and if you cook a lot, then you're just gonna have to deal with the dishes. So
Ugh,
I know, but
that's the only complaint.
I love washing dishes for some reason. Like that's my favorite chore out of all the chores I do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like to agree. Like out of all the chores in the world, washing dishes are probably like top 3 chores.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you guys there. And vacuuming. I don't mind vacuuming at all.
Yeah. It's there. I don't own a vacuum, guys.
there.
I'm a dustpan and saga, dustpan and broom type of girl. Keep it Asian as much as I can.
Yeah. What about you, Donna?
I'm chilling.
How's
I'm
life?
just chilling at home. My brother's birthday is or I don't know when we're gonna release this episode, but it's on Christmas Eve. So happy birthday to my brother. He's a big 1-8. He just got accepted to some colleges, so I'm so proud of him for that.
Wow.
Yes.
Congrats.
My parents' wedding anniversary is on December 28th, and they've been married for 20, so I'm 25, 26, 27, like 28 years, something like that. So it's a big and like happy month for December for us. So I'm excited for that.
That's cute. What do you guys usually do for parents' anniversaries?
For the longest time, I've realized that me and my siblings, we always pay for like, okay, it's weird because when my parents have a wedding anniversary, we all go out to eat. Like it's our anniversary. So
Yeah.
me and my siblings, we always like end up paying for those dinners because there's 6 people, and paying for 6 people is hella, that's hella heads. So
Mhm.
this year, I think we're just ordering them food. I feel like we always get gifts for their anniversary instead of they do like little gifts or little things for each other, but we give a bigger gift for their anniversary. Does that make sense?
Do you blame them though? Like they gave you life. If they didn't get married, you wouldn't
Yeah,
be here. So they
exactly.
can do whatever they want. They're like, we're
Exactly. That's why.
relaxing this.
That's why I have
Yeah.
no problem paying for it. No, back straight. But even my brother, he's the youngest boy, the only boy of 4 girls. So like, imagine being that spoiled, and it's Christmas too, so we always have to give him 2 gifts. So when my brother
Oh my
watches this,
goodness.
my God, you better say thank you if you're listening.
But he just gets one gift as like birthday/Christmas gift, right? Or does he get
No,
multiple?
he gets 2 gifts.
He
You get a
should
gift
Really?
though.
on Christmas Eve, and then you get another gift or gifts on
Uh-huh.
Christmas Day.
Oh wow. I've
Yeah.
heard of
That's
people
nice.
when their birthdays are close to Christmas or a holiday where you give gifts, they kind of just get one. So
That
your
sucks.
brother is spoiled that way.
Yeah, that he is motherfucking spoiled.
I think that's fair because don't you get presents on your birthdays and then you get presents on
Yeah.
Christmas? It's the same.
Exactly. His
Yeah,
birthday is
but
not on
people like
Christmas Day. It's Christmas
yeah.
Eve. So technically, he opens it on his birthday and then on Christmas Day.
Got it.
Wow.
Okay.
But yeah, if you do that one gift, people, you're mean. That's so sad. It's not their fault.
Right?
They're born in December.
It's
Right?
not.
Yeah,
It's not. I
exactly.
agree. I agree. But I've just heard of that where they combine it because they're like, oh, I was already getting you a gift for Christmas anyways, so here's your birthday gift.
It's one gift, but it's like a double whammy gift. Like it's a really, really nice gift to be
Yeah.
considered to be 2 gifts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like $300 worth gifts.
Right. Damn,
Unless
you
you're my
spent like
brother.
150.
No, unless you're my brother, because he got some expensive ass shoes like the past few birthdays
Oh
slash
God.
Christmas. So fuck that. Listening to his brother, you got fucking Jordan ones. I hope you're not listening. Those shits are expensive, motherfuckers. Okay, go on. Carol, what's your
Nice.
update, girl?
I don't really have any update to be honest. Well, at least no, I take that back. I'm not moving houses per se, but I am moving rooms. So hopefully by the end of no, beginning of February, you'll see me in a different room because I'm moving in to my roommate's bedroom who is moving out, and then we have another roommate coming in taking on my room. So that's kind of exciting news, but I'm not moving,
Ooh.
just moving from one room to another room.
That's super exciting. Are you gonna redecorate or anything like that?
I don't know. I'm not really too big on decorating. I have like one painting in my room and then I have my
She's all
DS.
looking for it.
Yeah.
She's like,
I
where's the painting?
yeah, the painting's at that side and then I have my DSP sash hung up too that it took me a while to hang that up because I found it in my closet and I was like, "Oh, I should hang this up." But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much decorations. I was thinking about putting a painting over my headboard, but I haven't found something that I really like. And so maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know yet.
Are you are you a fan of like gallery walls? Because I saw a few on Amazon where it's like
Mhm.
multiple pictures, but it's cohesive. And I love
Yeah.
modern abstract stuff. And it was only like $40 and it's like it's a set.
Yeah,
So
I think I
Ooh.
remember seeing when you were taking us on a tour of your living room, I saw the leaf galleria. That's
yeah.
exactly what I was looking for, or like some kind of leaf design where it's like three paintings and then they kind of relate in a way. So
In
yeah.
my
Amazon.
hallway, I have something like that, a 3 set picture of cats.
Oh
Oh, that's
wait,
I know.
you should show us.
I'll show you. We've had that like set since I was like little. So we moved houses a couple of times. I want to say about 4 times in my life. And I swear to God, like once we moved to America, that was one of the first pictures, like, or first thing that we hung up in our wall. And I think it's still in our hallway. And that's just scary. Like,
Aw.
it's not a cute picture, guys. I will post it. I will show
Oh.
you guys. It's not cute. Like, you would have thought it
Is
was
then
cute
like
or little.
porcelain eyes that like
Yeah,
follow
like
you as you walk?
the big ass eyes. Like it's a white cat sitting on a chair. It's four cats sitting on chairs. It's so scary. I'll show it to you
Oh
guys.
my gosh, that's
Oh, I
funny.
would think it would be cute, but if it's scary, lame.
Well, it's scary to me because
Oh.
me and cats, we ain't good, but
All
you already into that.
right. Okay, well, so this is would be our last episode of 2020. So as all podcasters or podcasts do now is kind of do a look back of 2020. So I got this inspiration from my guilty pleasure, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, of doing an exercise called the Peak in the Pit for 2020. I know 2020 was a very hard year for a lot of us because of COVID. And luckily, we're all able to work from home. And then on top of that, Donna was able to also work at Costco. So, like, a lot of good things, at least, that happened in this, I wouldn't say horrible year, but difficult year. So, I don't know if you guys want to start off with what you think your peak in your pit are.
I'll go first. Okay,
Donna, you should
I
go.
have
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
3 peaks. Maybe I
Okay.
should do my pit first.
No,
Or maybe
actually,
how
no,
should
do
we do
your
this?
peak first. We want to highlight your peak. So do
Okay.
that first, and then your pit will be like the ending.
How about
but-
peak pit, peak pit? Or do you have how
Yeah.
many pits do you have?
I can only think of my one pit. And then
I see. Okay.
yeah.
I would
Your
say
let
peak
me-
like go
first.
pit first. No.
Pit?
You know,
Okay,
like
fine,
start from
pit.
the low and then go high.
Yeah, and end on a good note. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do your
We'll call it peak, pit, and tunnel.
God fucking damn it.
Okay, well,
I'm just kidding. I don't know what it's called. No, okay.
Whatever
so
you want, go.
my 3 peaks are: 1, I was able to go to, I talked about it before, able to go back to the Philippines before even this COVID pandemic started, just to go back home and just to kind of clear the air for that. My other peak is I bought a new car. Love her. I love her.
buddies.
Yes. And my 3rd peak was I got a raise.
Yes.
The money was coming.
Celebrate that.
Okay, well, those are my 3 peaks. Should I say my pit? My pit is just, my pit was like being emotionally like drained from all this pandemic COVID stuff. It's been like a crazy toll on me. But thankfully, like all my peaks were much peakier than like having this one pit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Aw. You go, Carol.
Yeah. So we're starting with peaks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No, pit.
pit first?
Okay, yeah, do your
low
pit.
and high.
Do your
Okay,
pit
fine.
then your peak, because that was the boo boo on me, because to end it with a sad note was so bad.
Anyways,
So, yeah, do
okay.
pit
The
then peak.
listener is like
Okay, well, for my pit, the only thing I can think of is obviously traveling. I had a lot of traveling plans this year that I had to cancel. I was supposed to go to Taiwan with my mom right when the pandemic started, and Singapore as well. So I had to cancel that, and I have to figure out how to like save it, or not save it, spend the money again, because I only got credit back to go on the same trip. So I need to figure that out. And then also I had to cancel Seattle because I was supposed to go to Seattle on July 4th.
Oh, damn.
And then obviously with our promised trip of Washington, D.C., that good thing we didn't plan, like for sure, but we wanted to go. So a lot of just traveling pits that I had to like cancel or postpone at least. So hopefully I'll get to go to Taiwan next year. The plan is that hopefully by September we'll see some sort of change with the pandemic, especially now that the vaccine is out, and that hopefully by then it'll be widely available in September, because I do want to go for my grandpa's 90th birthday. Um, so crossing our fingers that we can travel by then. And then for my peak, um, the most obvious one is surviving my AVM in a short amount
Oh
of time,
Oh
yes.
yes.
and was able to bounce back pretty quickly. I was on medical leave for like 3 months, which sounds like a short time, but at that time it felt so long because I was just bored at home. But the fact that I went through all that in a matter of 3 months was crazy to me. But I'm glad that I came out strong from that, and that there's nothing really different about me other than my exterior look of my hair. But it's fine. It's growing, as you can see. And then this is just a small win for me because it was financially a lot, but I paid for my family's iPhones. And so I was paying
Hey.
like
Oh.
about 150 a month just to pay for their iPhones. And they all got new ones or new iPhones. So being able to pay that off pretty recently helps me financially, because I'll go into this later, but I have some like financial goals for 2021 that will kind of help now that I'm not paying off the iPhones anymore.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, Carol, I think just recovering from your ABM should definitely be a peak for the next few years. If I was you, I'm like, that was so scary, and it's not a small feat either. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you.
for sure. Okay, so for me, I think in hindsight, now that we're reflecting, I'm thankful enough to not have much of a pit, because initially I was really excited about my job because I get to meet all these new engineers from all over the world. So we had plans for the second cohort, and then COVID hit, so that meant that like we had to send all the engineers home, and we couldn't welcome any more new ones. And that's when I was kind of bummed out, because a lot of my job revolved around them being physically here in Silicon Valley. So, and that also meant initially that I wasn't able to move out of my parents' house, because um like it just didn't make sense, because
You were gonna be
if I
stuck.
was right, yeah, like I'll be working from home, and I was worried about my job security and all that stuff. And it's also, it's not personally my pit, but my little sister who graduated from her undergrad studies, she was having a lot of trouble finding a job too. So I was helping my family financially as well. And my dad, who was driving Uber part time, like lost that source of income too, because we just didn't want to risk it. Um, so that to think that like I couldn't move out when I was planning for years, and I think it was time for me. I was like pretty depressed, or like not depressed, but just sad. Like I'm like, oh, I'm 26 years old. Should I be like moving out, spreading my wings? And then COVID
Yeah.
happened.
Mhm.
Um, However, SAP, which is the company that I work for, actually gave us a timeline saying that at least until mid 2021 is when you'll be working from home. So once I got that timeline, I'm like, oh, cool. Like there's no more ambiguity, or at least there's a set timeline. So I chose San Diego, which is a city that I've always wanted to live in, and the rent is cheaper. So I was like, okay, I'll just make the plan. So my pit turned into a peak, actually. um,
Everything works out. You got to believe that.
so anyway, so that my pit turned into a peak.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, honestly, like I think I was like you too. Donna, where it's like it's more of the emotional toll. It's more about the isolation. It's more about, you know, like kind of navigating the new social etiquette too. Like you're like, oh, I want to see my friends, but I was like really conflicted about protecting my parents, or but then also like I need to connect. Like I don't want to feel lonely and take
Yeah.
care of mental health, you know. So
Mhm.
it was that
That
balancing.
balance.
Right.
Yeah.
Um Other than that, like I do have a lot of peak. Like work was actually doing well because then I actually got recognition of, you know, just wanting to learn more and just being able to like pivot and adapt to the times. And I actually got a lot of more exposure to C-level executives because they were actually doing more video calls. They had more time to connect with different groups at SAP because they weren't traveling. So I ended up being like kind of the face of the academy with them. Um,
Wow.
it was just so funny. I was just like, oh sure, like I guess I wasn't shy on camera, maybe because of this podcast. Yeah, so that was actually a peak as well in terms of professionally. Personally, yeah, it's just being by myself too was being more reflective was actually a peak as well. But
Mhm.
now I'm over it, guys. Like I think for the New Year's, with the vaccine and maybe when the rate goes down, I might like jump back out there, go on a dating scene, and because I'm out here, I don't have to protect anyone.
It's gonna be a while before you can really get back out there unless you feel comfortable with
Yeah,
whoever you're meeting up with, because the
yeah,
vaccine is not widely available yet.
yeah. What I mean by that is like I can actually go to the park or like
Mhm.
Oh
start
yeah.
talking, you know, maybe like after a
Yeah.
month or two, establish something, and then see. Because I completely closed that door when I
Mhm.
was with my parents.
Mhm.
And but yeah, I think I just yeah, I wanna, you know, be single and
Rightfully.
mingle.
Oh, we hear you, sis. We hear you.
Yeah, that comes on and off for me. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to mingle, and then sometimes like, I don't want to deal with talking to people in terms of like
Yeah.
getting to know them romantically. It's just
Yeah.
so
All
much
right,
I'll let
work.
San
you guys
Diego
know.
boys. If you're listening to this, I'll visit too.
There's
San
Navy
Diego
boys here,
boys are really
guys.
cute.
What did you say, Liana? There's Navy boys?
Navy boys, military
Oh, Navy,
boys.
military.
Mm.
And then my housemate says like, you know, a lot of musicians, but they're pretty well rounded, is what I heard. Or like there's different mixes. But of course,
Mhm.
Caucasian
Yeah.
Mm.
majority instead of, you know, San Jose
Yeah.
Asian,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys get your Spotify music wrapped?
Yes,
Yeah.
2020 wrapped.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How
I
was
don't
it?
want
Was
to
it
talk about
accurate?
mine. It is accurate in somewhat, but I don't want to talk about it because it's very embarrassing.
Why? Now I really want to know. You brought it up already.
Yeah, you brought it up.
No,
Okay, what were
no.
your top five artists?
I can't even say that. That's what's embarrassing.
Like what? Were you listening to like Barney or what? What are you
No,
talking
not
about?
Barney.
The
Then
Hamilton
what?
soundtrack.
No. Okay, I'll tell you my first, second, and fourth.
Okay.
My
Not
first
First,
unfiltered.
second.
Come on.
my first one, and I'll be open about this, is Ariana Grande because she helped me a lot during my phase of getting over my ex, even in 2020. So with her Thank You Next album. So yeah, she's number one. And then number two is Maddie, which I know why. I will not talk about number three. I'll talk about number four,
I
which is
want to know.
Kaylani, and I won't talk about number five.
Fine.
What the hell?
Three and
That's
How
five.
so
the
fun.
who are these artists that you have that have to be such a secret?
Exactly. Now I don't even care whatever artist you mention. I just want to know the one that you don't want to tell us.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. What was your song then?
My top number one song is Get Your Wish by Porter Robinson because I had that on repeat for a really long time.
Your EDM head forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have two EDM songs on my top songs.
Very nice. Wait, so how do I look at it? Because I don't have it on my phone anymore.
It just
I didn't
searched
take a
2020
screenshot.
Wrapped.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Let me see where mine are. So my top artists were Kehlani, and then so 3 were like US artists, and then 2 of them were like K-pop. So Kehlani, IZ*ONE, Ariana Grande, Blackpink, and Miss Janae Aiko. Yes. My number one song though was "Hit My Phone" by Megan Thee Stallion. I love that song. I love that song. And then when I saw that, I said, "Oh shit, yeah, that makes hella sense." I played that song a lot. That one day I heard it, the day it came out, and I was like, "Oh my god, this beat goes!" Bro, I'm telling you, you guys should do like a model walk. Like with that song, you guys will feel so good about yourself. I promise you.
Heck
that.
yeah.
Like, that is my number one model song right now. Hit My Phone. Oh, especially during this quarantine. Yes, hit my phone because I'm bored. Yes, that's the song.
Did you find yours, Lyana?
Okay. No.
So
let me
search
guess.
up 2020 Wrapped. And
Yo,
then...
you can guess. No, I want to see what Donna guesses too.
You're okay.
Wrap.
So obviously you have Kehlani on it because if me and Carol both had Kehlani on it. Oh, wait, Carol, did you have Kehlani on it or no?
I did. She was my number 4.
Yeah. See, if you had her, and if both Carol and I had her, then you probably have her on your list. I feel like you have one crazy one, like Carol's secret one, and I had a couple of K-pop songs. So like your weird artist you also have like this weird, not weird, but like out of the ordinary. I didn't expect Lyana to have this artist on your list.
You look like a John Mayer fan.
Heck,
so,
that's no secret.
Okay, so maybe John Mayer might be on yours.
No, but not John Mayer for the 2020 year though. Not for me this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of artists that came out with music too. I feel like you have all women because we did a lot of women empowerment. So I feel like you have more, or at least more women artists on your Spotify list. I feel like that went on.
Okay, yeah, you guys are pretty on the money. I don't know who my top artists are actually, but like I remember when I was playing the story, Kehlani was definitely on top of that, or like at least top 5. And then but I have my top songs 2020 over here.
What is it?
So the first one is Forest Canopy. I'm sure you guys didn't I didn't even know about this because it's part of the lo-fi playlist on Spotify. Like I just listen to that song when I'm working or like when I wake up.
Okay.
So that's why it's like really pretty often. And then the one that's like an X Factor artist is actually a Malay artist. So yeah, you're right. It's called Seinda BS. It's a Malay song.
That is.
Like I don't know about you guys with this year, like to kind of use escapism is when like I would watch like old Disney movies or like listen to old songs from childhood, to make me feel good. So that made sense. And then like Khalid, of course, my baby. Know Your Worth is on number 3. And then Alicia Keys is actually on there too. Underdog.
Oh, nice.
Have you guys heard of that one?
I have not.
No, it's pretty good.
So it sounds like an underdog type of song.
Yeah, when I go running, this is the song. And then Ed Sheeran, Touch and Go, because I was going through some shit in terms of men in the beginning of the year, which is just stupid. But yeah, Touch and Go is like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. See, I didn't keep anything a secret, Carol.
No.
Fine. Oh my gosh. So my number 3 is Justin Bieber. And then my number 5 is Selena Gomez.
Yeah. Why you gotta do dirty?
Fuck you, Donna. Don't
No,
laugh at
I
me.
see why. No, it's cute. I listen to Justin Bieber too. Excuse me.
Ooh.
And me and Selena G, we have this. We're birthday twins, so that's why I'm laughing because they have a special place in my heart. I have a Justin Bieber blanket, like right there in in like my little sofa couch.
It's so embarrassing. I don't even know why I didn't listen to him that much. I listened to Billie Eilish a lot, and she did not
Yeah.
make it to my top 5, which is very surprising.
Me too. Actually, like it's accurate, but not like accurate. It's not even
Maybe
that
it's just the
accurate,
number of
actually.
times you repeated listening to them.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll listen to it offline, so I don't know if they record that data. Are they only
That's
recording the
true.
data when I'm actually like on LTE? Are they collecting it when I'm on Wi-Fi? If I'm offline, you know what I'm saying? So I wonder how
Yeah.
they did it. That was kind of cool to look at the
That's true.
analytics of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was gonna say something, but I totally lost it. Ah. Anyways, okay, so 2020 is coming to a close, and obviously we're looking forward to 2021 so that, or not so that, but like hopefully that it will be better than 2020.
Yeah.
There's definitely the light at the end of the tunnel now that there's a vaccine, but obviously it won't go back to normal for a while still, but still light at the end of the tunnel. So what are some of your 2021 goals, or what are you looking forward to in 2021?
Good question. I think in January, I'm looking forward to actually like Biden's transition to his presidency now. Like I think that'll be like kind of feel like a lighter sense in like our country now that he'll be in charge. Coming to 2021 though, I am not ready to start paying my bills. I don't know, like just the thought of
Like what?
I don't know, but just like the thought of I just have to pay bills again because you know how like at the end of 2020 it's like quiet because I mean in December all like all your money spent on gifts, and so in the beginning of 2021 it's just back to just paying my bills. I don't have to extra spend. But a while ago you were talking about being financially, what did you say? Just being
I just
like
have some financial goals. Yeah.
So that I also have that too where I'm now that I got a raise, I'm putting a lot more in my savings account because I did a little bit. So now I'm starting to, looking at the stocks of like Costco stocks and all that. So I'm looking forward to opening that up.
You should look into a high yield savings account so that way while you're saving, you're getting more back.
Yeah, I think because right now my savings is like 0.01 or something like that. So I'm kind of see if other savings can go a little bit higher so I can make a little bit more money. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
If you guys have a chance to check out a book, it's called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. So savings are great, but since we're young and we have some time to make the most money or yield the most investment, it's through stocks, like you said, Donna. So he actually kind of said like savings is great, but it just depends on where you are in life.
Yeah, I agree. Earlier this year, I got into cryptocurrency, which is still kind of a new subject to a lot of people, and there's still a lot to learn about it. But the growth of it is eventually going to be higher than, it's like a slow growth because it's so volatile, but then like in a few years, it's going to keep going up and up. So I'm hoping that my cryptocurrency will worth a lot more because I just recently, one of the lower cryptocurrency that I had, it went from like 24 cents to like 56 cents in the matter of a month. And so like I had a lot of cryptocurrency in that one cryptocurrency because of how low it cost. And now that it's doubled the price, that means I doubled my investment. So it's pretty cool. But I always planned for it to be a long-term investment. So I'm not touching it. I'm just letting it grow on its own.
Nice.
Yeah, we should talk about this in another episode.
We just want to know about
literacy.
Oh yeah. We just want to know about cryptocurrency.
Money.
Yes.
I know. I kind of just do little things to like to what's that called? To learn more about like what I can do with my money, and just like being more cost cautious about where my money is going. So cryptocurrency was something new, but obviously I'm like trying to be more aware of how much I'm spending. So I've always tracked my expenses. I haven't really done this month, so it would be good to see how much I actually spent this month, especially because we were inside for a very long time. I'm hoping that my spent this year is less than
Lower.
previous years, especially because we're not going out or like going out to eat. Obviously, you're doing more door dashing, but that's like one of the larger expenses compared to like going out and going to eat.
Yeah.
But so we'll see on that. And like I said, I paid off my parents' iPhones and my own iPhone as well. So that was a big chunk that I got off of my chest. And for next year, I'm trying to pay off my student loans because I still have a couple thousand left to pay off. And this year, I took advantage of the 0% interest of the student loans. So I paid off a lot this year, more than I have in the past years, because I was always just making the minimum payments just to, because it was such a low interest. But because of this year with COVID, they reduced it down to 0%. So I took advantage of that and paid a lot of it
Nice.
off. So I still have more to go, but hopefully I'll get it paid off by mid 2021. So it's exciting, and that's a big expense that I just want to get off my shoulders as well, because my car payments take up a lot of my money.
Facts. Shout out to you,
Yeah.
Raven the car.
But yeah, just tackling debt little by little and then seeing where I can put my money and where it can grow.
That's a good goal for the new year. Any financial goals for the New Year's is great. Yeah, and for me, I think it's more of yeah, financially, I just want to kind of be like educate myself a little bit more. Like I was never taught about it in school. It was all mostly word of mouth from friends, from self-educating myself too. But yeah, I just want to get better at it in terms of just I want to get to the point in life where you live. There's a term from the book that I mentioned earlier. It's called living a rich life. It doesn't mean that your wallet is really thick, but it's more like, can you actually pay for dinner for your friends without worrying about it one day? Or, like you said, like getting your parents an iPhone, or if you prioritize traveling, can you do that without giving it a second thought, So I just want to get to that point. Obviously, I'm a bit far from that, but that is a goal. But also, in a more minuscule way, I also want to get promoted at work. There's been talks. I'm just gonna put it out there in the universe. Like, let's actually make it happen.
Crossing your fingers.
Crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
So I want to get from a associate level to actually a specialist role. So that actually took a couple years. So I've been with SAP for about 3 years, but in my specific role, it's only been a year. So to get to that level, it's actually pretty exciting. Yeah, but that's it. And just explore San Diego. And, the goal is to actually live life on my own terms while still keeping my family and my friends in mind, but actually prioritizing myself too. So.
Yeah, definitely make the most of it in San Diego, because eventually you'll have to move back once everyone's back in the office. So
right.
Definitely enjoy San Diego and the sun that you're getting all the time compared to us.
I know.
We're very, very jealous, but very excited for you.
Both Carol and I are wearing like long sleeves, and Miss Lyana over here are wearing just shirts
and his shorts and stuff. I have my fuzzy socks on. I'm so cold. But yeah, definitely enjoy it. You're in a perfect place to quote unquote quarantine, even though you could probably go outside in the sun all the time. But yeah, that's exciting.
What's stopping you guys from visiting, by the way? My door is always open.
I'll bring a mask.
Bring
Yeah.
a mask.
I'll try to visit. I'm not saying that in like a sarcastic way. I'm just like
Yeah, I was
thinking of the
like,
timing.
you
I'm thinking of
better.
the timing.
I'll put in
of
my
it.
2021 plans.
Yeah, it will
Right.
definitely be 2021 before you move back. It's just when exactly. But no, I miss San Diego. San Diego's so beautiful the last time I went. And the fact when you told us that you're moving to San Diego, I was very, very jealous. But I will definitely visit you before you move back up.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I just want to squeeze this in too, because your piece reminded me of like I also am hopefully crossing our fingers, also waiting for a promotion soon. I've actually been working on this promotion for 2 years now. It's it's my company's structured in a weird way where it's been hard to get funding to promote me, even though I've been doing the role for 2 years. But hopefully in 2021, I will have a new title and have it match what I'm doing now for work. And I'm just kind of letting my performance speak for itself without like having to ask my manager, because my manager also like talks about it, and actually he talks about my promotion more than me, so that's like really nice to hear. I don't have to like push for it myself, but hopefully in 2021 I'll get that title that I deserve.
Yes, y'all. Manifesting great things in our lives professionally and of course personally.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, I just thought of another peak.
Yes, go. Go for it.
Corny, this podcast.
Oh, this podcast.
Actually, if I was like, how corny.
No,
it is corny.
How corny, but I just thought of it. Like, oh wait, this podcast, hello, we started it this year too.
Yeah. So so which episode is this one? We've done 2 seasons for sure.
Yeah.
15, 14, 13, 15. I don't know. Should I check? Let me check.
I think we're in, this would be the 17th.
Damn.
I think.
Wow.
Let me check.
I'll have to double check. Oh, my Spotify.
Oh my god, 17.
This will be the 17th, right?
Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah, 17. This will be our 17th episode.
Yeah, it's nuts. It is corny, but it's a good accomplishment. It's something that made us step outside of our comfort zone, because obviously like hearing our voices is very weird to us, but at the same time we get to talk within us. And then yeah, I mean, we would have done this anyways just without recording it.
I agree.
Yeah, so it's exciting, but yeah.
Love it. Let's do this 2021. Hopefully it's just a lot better than this year and coming back at it a lot stronger than we were.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yay. Okay, what's up for 21? Okay. Did you guys see did you guys also see like this year being in 2020, at least next year they'll be 21, they'll be able to drink, or something about like the worst year is always like your 20th birthday, because the 21st is when you get to actually do your shit. So hopefully like that year it kind of felt the same way, where that 2020 sucked. So by the time it's 2021, things should be looking up.
Like, why
wait, now I just realized the fact that you just said that. Can you believe that people who were born in 2000 will be 21 next year and they will start to drink next year?
No.
Yes, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
My youngest sister, she was born in the year 2000. She was born in November 2000. So she's like the baby of the 2000s. Or
yeah,
right, born in the last year. So like every time I think about like what year we are, I'm like, fuck, you're that age? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like this year when she turned 20, I was like, what the fuck? You're 20 years old? Since when? Since when?
That's so easy to keep track of your birthday, though. 2020, that means you're 20 years old. 2021, that means you're 21.
Yeah.
It's like, Grandma, how old are you? What year is it? 2083. Oh, I'm 83 years old.
Yeah.
I got you. I mean, we can do the same way. Well, for me, I can, because then I can just minus 5 years from
Oh, because
everything.
you're 95.
Yeah. So 2020 plus 5, 25, easy. Okay, never mind.
I do
Trying
the
to make
same
yourself sound relevant.
Sound young, yeah.
Okay, so all right, I just want to real quick for the fun fact of the day, then, or of the episode.
Yes.
So I was kind of looking it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool," because I miss traveling, and I think you guys do too, Carol, for example. But did you know that you lose up to 30% of your taste buds during flight? So that's why flight food actually get a lot of bad raps, is because you lose 30% of your taste buds.
Interesting.
So does that mean
Interesting.
airplane food tastes better or tastes worse
It
because of your taste
might
buds?
it might just if it's
It might
really
be just
good,
normal, right?
yeah,
Like it doesn't taste as bad because you can't really taste it.
right. Or like if you ever enjoyed a really good airplane food, then that must mean in normal circumstances it would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Actually, confession. Well, that's kind of true. So when I went to the Philippines, I rode in business class, first class, y'all.
Okay.
It's hella cool. And honestly,
Wow.
it's the same food they give like cabin class, but in a better like plate, culinary
Yeah.
like cutlery. So like it just tasted better because it was served better. But like it was
Mm.
like exact same food, exact same menu. Like the menu is like not as plasticky, so it's actually like a four piece menu that it looks like it's like separated. But I peeked in the back with how they're serving it. Bitches
It's the
just put it
same
on a
thing.
they just put it on a plate. So I was like, but I ate the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was pretty good. Like they give you hella fruit, which is great compared to like cabin where they only feed you like what twice. But this time, every time I woke up, man, they offered me a plate of something, which was nice. But it's the
Yeah.
same thing, but it
Mm.
just tasted better because it was served better. So next time, I'm gonna just bring my own damn plate if I ever get to travel. If they ever serve food in an airplane again, bring my own
Yeah.
plate, so it makes it look like it tastes better.
I don't know.
But
I've
yeah.
always liked airplane food, but that's because when I go to Taiwan, it's always like Taiwanese food, which I
Oh yeah.
always miss. So when I'm on my way to Taiwan and they're serving Taiwanese food, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to have this all the time.
Taiwanese food, like street food specifically, is the best. Like,
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
street food. Yeah.
I know I miss it a lot. I had it the other day from DoorDash and I was like, this is so good. I paid a lot for it too. Like each appetizer was like $10 and I was like, I haven't had this in a long time, so I'll just split this between meals so I can like enjoy it for several meals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Okay,
That's a
maybe
good fact.
right
I
now.
like that
that was a
one.
good.
You like that
Yeah,
one?
I
Yeah.
do too.
Now I have to try it when I go back in September and be like, this is
Do I
good.
enjoy this? Am I enjoying it?
Like you're gonna switch it
You're
around
like-
your taste buds. Like, can I
Yeah.
taste this? Or what if you have COVID? You can't taste anything. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'll keep that in mind when I'm eating Taiwanese food on the plane.
Mhm.
When you go on, yeah, let
Yeah,
us
it
know.
has something to do with the elevation, apparently. So
I actually have really bad ear popping when I'm flying down or not flying down when I'm landing. It hurts me so bad. I don't know why.
yeah, actually it does too, but not. It doesn't hurt that bad from what you're describing. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, like
It's
you like
uncomfortable,
lose, like you
yeah.
have to yawn it out. That's what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I yawn it out too.
When you like pop it, or I don't know if it's like when you
Is that-
yawn, you pop it back, or you
Is that the
un-
phrase?
I don't
Popping?
know.
Pop it
I don't
Yeah.
like that
Your
phrase.
ears pop when there's high elevation, and then I don't know what it's called when you're like going back to normal when you land. But yeah, it's so painful and uncomfortable to me.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up, the term now, because I don't like that
Yeah.
word. Ears popping? No, not for me.
Anyways, well, It was great doing this podcast in 2020, and we're so excited to do more in 2021. Yeah, 17 episodes in 2020. That's so crazy. And what was our average when we was it like 42 minutes or something when we last divided
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, 42 minutes.
Oh, we should thank you. So thank you to our listeners, because I know some of our friends actually sent us that we are part of their top 5 podcasts for the year. So that was
Exciting.
actually really cool.
Yeah, I loved every single person that said, "Oh my god, you are my top, or you're my only podcast I listen to." I was like, "Oh my gosh, don't tell me that." I'm so
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you everyone for listening to us, and special thank you to the ones that has us on their top 5 podcasts of 2020. So,
Yeah.
thanks for the support as always.
All right. See you
All right,
guys
guys.
next year.
See you guys in
Bye.
2021. Peace out.